Okay, so the next tip that I have for you guys is something you may not have heard before. It's this idea of going meta. Now, meta is a term that describes thinking outside the box, thinking in a bigger picture. Meta in the traditional sense means when an author references a work inside the work, right? So for example, in Midsummer Night's Dream, when they put on the play Pyramus and Thisbe, that is Shakespeare being meta because he's actually using theatre inside his piece, inside a piece of theatre. But we can also apply that word slightly differently into the context of English. Now, I want you to think of a snow globe, right? It looks like this. Obviously, you have all the pieces and the players inside. Let's say Santa Claus is inside, right? And inside here, you have the person telling the story of Santa Claus moving all the pieces, right, inside the snow globe. So that's the characters of the world. But then, of course, you go outside the snow globe, and you actually have the world of the creator, the world of the author, and the world of the maker of the snow globe. When you're writing your essays, you want to live in this world, the outside the snow globe one, the one where the author has autonomy, and we can actually recognize why the characters are doing this, because we're asking what does the author want to make the audience see. Now, a bad example of maybe a thesis is something like the theme of power is discussed, right? When you look at that statement, you're looking inside the snow globe because you're talking about something that actually just happens inside the text. What I want you to do is go outside the snow globe and kind of talk about what the author is trying to do. So instead of that previous example, I want you to say something like, the text challenges the constructs of our worlds and asserts enduring truths about the human experience. Now that is still too general, and I want you to be more specific, but I'm just trying to give you a way of thinking into the text, and you can make that more specific depending on what text you're studying. By giving the author a purpose in your thesis, framed through the text, you again engage in analytical, purposeful thinking, as opposed to kind of this passive learning. It always comes back to this idea of asking why. And as soon as you go beyond the snow globe, you get much, much better at that very quickly.
That's a wrap. Good work, team.